it's true, I said it, you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs live. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much make it a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's the matter with King? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said you claim?
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings. Welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. Now, if you know like I know, you did what I did, you understand what I understand, we did the damn thing, man. Xbox showed up, showed out, and showed off. Everything. Now, of course, we knew about 3 games. We knew about Expedition 33. We knew about South of Midnight, and we knew about Doom, the Dark Ages. Now, we also knew that these titles, well, most of them will be inside Game Pass. Well, we found out that, all 3 of them was inside Game Pass. What we did not know was the 4th title. The 4th title was under wraps. Now, we did have, people leaning, what would the game be? You saw me, I was like, maybe it's some Resident Evil something. I hoped it was race. And then when we found out it was supposed to be a Japanese title, a lot of dudes was yelling, yo, it's going to be Final Fantasy. I remember, everybody, we're always looking towards Final Fantasy. Now, what we did learn, and we got to keep it a bean, what we did learn was this stuff starts in May and ends in like April, and then you have the exclusive, well, not the exclusive, the last game will be in the fall, right? So we know these things, right, to be true, right? So allow me to just say, if this is your first time finding the channel, like, follow, and subscribe. Xbox Frontline News, where we bring you the news. Now, the biggest thing was, what was PlayStation dudes going to do? Well, sit down, pull up a chair, have a seat, because we have a treat. Now you see, when anytime Xbox has a show, you can pull up and see that you're going to watch as well. Get your wallets ready, figure out what you're going to purchase, how it's going to go down, and how you feel about these titles. But one of the bigger things that I would like to say is this Direct had everything we wanted from it. Now, we can rip the Band-Aid off and we can go straight to Microsoft Game Studios, Xbox Game Studios, and Team Ninja. We all know the beginning of how Team Ninja starts up the water, then it rises to the top of the mountain peak, and then it's Team Ninja. It's Ninja Gaiden. And we all went crazy. We all lost our damn minds, and we all got crazy with it. But then it starts off with a ninja character who is not Ryu Hayabusa. And we're watching and we're like, damn, man. But we find out Platinum Games is on deck with this. So you got Platinum Games on deck with Team Ninja giving you what is a tour de force visually. And we know when Platinum Games is on there, we know what they can do. We know what Team Ninja can do, but we don't know what they could do together. But who brought this all together? This is an Xbox Game Studio. Xbox is publishing this game. This game is tearing the roof off. It started off with a bang, and it delivered in spades. It gave you what we were expecting. So now you know that this Team Ninja Gaiden exclusive Microsoft owned game that is gonna go everywhere, but they gotta pay like they weigh. Good, man. Get your wallets out. Team Ninja Platinum Games, Ninja Gaiden 4. And not to be undone, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black dropped in Game Pass. If you got Game Pass, it dropped. I don't know if it went to PlayStation Plus. I don't know if you didn't have Game Pass, you had to pay extra or whatever the hell. But Game Pass Ultimate dudes, you stand up. We watch shows to get treated like this. It's the first show of the year. Microsoft put their meat on the table and said, what's up? What's going on? And this is just for until April, bro. This is what I'm talking about. You got a date for this in the fall. This one was in the fall of Ninja Gaiden 4. What else could you expect? What else could you ask for? This was it. Now, Expedition 33. Expedition 33 is made by a French developer, and now we're getting a chance to see an interpretation from French culture. They say oui, mon ami, stuff like that. Listen, my knowledge of French culture is basic zero, bro. But what I did notice when I'm seeing this is this RPG looks like a mix of some of the best RPGs that you could ever find. And it was turn-based or it was action. You had the choice, and then you had passive moves. Had hundreds of passive moves that's available to the character. Then they show more characters, right? So when we got a chance to see more characters that we didn't get a chance to see before, and they got a chance to show us this, because we already know the lore of the character. All right, so if you don't know the lore of the game, well, the crux of the game, the storyline of the game is there's a goddess painter that she will paint a number in the sky, and everybody of that age will die. And you got to set out to go get her. Everybody of that age goes out like, yeah, we got to kill her, right? So, and it's wild, crazy. That's the concept of it. But then you get a chance to see the characters in the lore. I like the overworld. The overworld looks dope. It reminds me of Ys Book 1 and 2. Like the first time I saw an overworld like that, okay, but graphically, yeah, you're on steroids. You're boosted to the moon. So again, another game that is in the realm of RPGs where you get a chance to take control of your team, and you see somebody looks like they're a healer, but one guy looks like they're a tank, and then you have one magic wheeler. But I don't know, maybe that is it, but maybe it isn't. Maybe that other girl is a tank, and maybe that little robot dude is the healer, but maybe the big guy is the healer, and he's not the tank, and the little guy is the tank. I'm just saying, Expedition 33, they showed me more, got me more intrigued, got me more amped than what I saw last year at Summer Games Fest. I'm telling you, it's the clear op score, Expedition 33. It's a beautiful looking game. And I'm here for every last minute of the ride. You know, notice what I notice? Like when I'm going to these people's sites and I'm looking at this stuff, I don't know if people are enthusiastic about South of Midnight like the way I'm enthusiastic about South of Midnight. South of Midnight to me represents Creole, Southern Louisiana bayou feel, right? A lot of our people have deep roots down south, and a lot of times we get our history mixed up. Like there was religions and stuff and voodoo and mysticism that goes along with the deep traditions in the South, gumbo and jambalaya and all of that stuff mixed up, intertwined, and given to you like the Creole feel. And they happen to get a Louisiana home cooked feel, like crawfish supposed to be there. Like, and I don't even know why I said it like that, but I'm just saying like that feel is there. The way they encapsulated a feel of a history, and they're gonna go in deep into the folklore of the bayou. Of what that means. What that means to people of color. If you're curious about it. What does that mean to a young, impressionable girl's mind, learning that she's a weaver? These things, these stories that we hear whispers of are now going to be fleshed out in video game form and delivered to us in Game Pass. And that's April 8th. We got dates, people. We got dates on all of these games. And one of the most visually pleasing and intriguing games from Summer Games Fest last year, or the Microsoft show, has made its debut, if you can say, in its final form. And it looks greater than what we've seen before. The level of detail is through the roof. Xbox seems to be balling on all cylinders, and I told you, if you got off the bandwagon, it was the worst time in the world for you. And South of Midnight is definitely gonna hit different. And last, and certainly not least, we have Doom, the Dark Ages. Nothing else needs to be said other than this is Doom going back to its roots. Actually, it's going back to before its roots was actually roots. It's going back to its grounded base form where you have the shield sword and you're tearing through enemies. And they have hordes and hordes of enemies. This game looks phenomenal, from the fact that you got a giant like mech suit that you in and a flying dragon. I'm appreciative for everything. This was one of the NDA games that I got a chance to see and talk with the developer about. And this is what I was doing the other day that I couldn't talk nothing about, but I saw so much about this game and I was so amped about this game, man. But this is the part of the video where I'm going to tell you to like, follow, subscribe, man. And if you a Game Pass dude, man, you an Xbox dude, man, this is the moment you stand up and you don't let these poor begging ponies steal your joy, man. Because they sat there watching this show just like you. But the way you watched it like that American Express dude. And you looked over at them and you was like, what's in your wallet? You know, because being a member has privileges. Like being a member of Xbox Frontline News has privileges. When we're streaming, you come in, you dictate pace. That's exactly what we do. Frontline Gaming streams, you are the boss. You tell us what we're going to do. As a member, your membership carries weight. And you know what we doing out here. And every game is an indicator, and it lets you know. I'm going to take that logo and I'm throwing it around this direct, because this direct was a 10 out of 10. And if anybody tells you something different, they on something. And I'm going to tell you, try to play the Game Pass.